Certainly. The charge of the Light Brigade is one of the most famous and tragic military blunders in history, immortalized by Alfred Lord Tennyson's poem. Below is the full true story of this disastrous event during the Crimean War, 1853-1856. Zurmurikiu, the charge of the Light Brigade, a disastrous Crimean War blunder. Background: the Crimean War, 1853-1856. The Crimean War was fought between Russia and an alliance of the Britain, France, the Ottoman Empire, and Sardinia, where the conflict arose over control of the declining Ottoman Empire and access to holy sites in Palestine. The British and French sought to prevent Russian expansion into the Mediterranean. By 1854, Allied forces had landed in Crimea and besieged the Russian naval base at Sevastopol. The war was marked by poor leadership, disease, and logistical failures, most famously, the disastrous charge of the Light Brigade. Dr. Ors, the Battle of Balaclava, October 25, 1854. The charge occurred during the Battle of Balaclava, where British and French forces clashed with the Russians near the vital supply port of Balaclava. In Russian advance. Russian forces under General Pavel Lipprandiad attacked British positions, capturing key artillery redoubts on the Causeway Heights. 2. The Thin Red Line, the Ma 93rd Highland Regiment, famously called the Thin Red Line, held off a Russian cavalry charge, buying time for reinforcements. Seen the Heavy Brigade's success. The British Heavy Brigade, led by General James Scarlett, successfully charged and repelled Russian cavalry in a brutal melee. At this point, the British had a chance to push the Russians back, but miscommunication and ego led to catastrophe. The fateful charge of the Light Brigade. The Light Brigade, commanded by the Major General James Brudenell, the 7th Earl of Cardigan, was a fast, lightly armored cavalry unit meant for skirmishing and pursuit, not frontal assaults on artillery. The misunderstood order. Lord Raglan, British commander-in-chief, saw Russians attempting to drag away captured British guns from the redoubts. He sent an ambiguous order to Lieutenant Lord Lucan, cavalry commander. Advance rapidly to the front, follow the enemy, and try to prevent the enemy carrying away the guns. Captain Lewis Nolan, Raglan's aide, delivered the order impatiently, pointing vaguely toward the Wrong Valley, where Russian cannons were positioned at both ends. Lucan hesitated, but Nolan reportedly said, "Lord Raglan orders that the cavalry should attack immediately." Though knowing it was suicidal, led